Hello Internet, I am Raptor7717 and I'm here to review the Skilcraft Burgundy pen set with a fountain pen and a ballpoint pen. But first let's look at the packaging. We have executive fountain pen and twist ballpoint set. Black ink. It comes with a single black ink cartridge, which sleek design, blah blah blah. Metal barrel, that's right, lacquer finish, I guess it's lacquer. Yep, medium ballpoint, fine fountain pen, that seems about accurate. I think it just says the same stuff. 5,000 feet in the ballpoint minimum. This is Ability 1. Industries for the Blind. Those people, created with pride by Americans who are blind. Yeah. Skilcraft is a company that obviously employs blind people, and they mainly do stuff for the US government, making basically the government's official pen, and they make some other stuff too, including these pens, which look absolutely nothing like the previous Skilcraft executive pen I reviewed. These are a bit different, and they look kind of like something familiar. I'm not entirely sure what that... Mont Blanc. Okay, yeah. They look a bit like a Mont Blanc 146 in Burgundy. I think it's Bordeaux is the official color. Here is the ballpoint, and in addition to looking like a fake Mont Blanc, or being a fake Mont Blanc that looks like a Mont Blanc, it's, I believe, assembled out of general parts that are sold to a lot of manufacturers, because I have this, which is not a Skilcraft pen, but is indeed identical, except for the fact that this one says Skilcraft. Also, this one has a cartridge that is absolute crap in it, so I wouldn't recommend buying that. So, we'll start off with the ballpoint here. We have the top, which does not have a white star on it, because that would be illegal. Might not be illegal, but they would probably sue, and you'd lose all your money if you sue Mont Blanc, or Mont Blanc sues you. You have the clip, which has the little indent that is eerily similar to the Mont Blanc. You have a nice burgundy finish. It is burgundy. It looks a bit too red in my camera, and then some bits look a bit dark. So, but it is a nice burgundy color, I can tell you that. You have the center band that, instead of the three bands that are on most actual Mont Blancs, there is a Skilcraft logo, and it is actually indeed just one band with the center cut out. You have this nice same burgundy color here, and you have a gold colored tip with the pen point just sticking out of there. You can twist it to deactivate the pen, disengage it, and you pull out something that eerily looks like a Parker cartridge. In fact, it looks exactly like a Parker cartridge, and I have indeed tried it, and Parker cartridges do indeed fit in this pen. So, you can buy replacement cartridges that are better. Once you've screwed it on, the pen is activated by sliding it like that. I'll give you a bit of a writing sample, but it's a ballpoint, so no one cares. Skilcraft executive. It is a bit stiff. Notice how I didn't write in cursive at all. You can see my terrible print. It is a bit stiff, and my camera keeps doing that focus thing. Autofocus. Oh, it's doing it again. My god. Anyway, it doesn't focus on what I want to focus on, but it focuses randomly. Anyway, you can see it's a medium ballpoint. It's pretty alright. It is actually fairly smooth, and it does write because it's made by Skilcraft, who make pens for the US government, which actually has pretty surprisingly high standards. Anyway, put that to the side and get to what actually matters, the fountain pen. guess what? It looks almost exactly the same, at least cap-wise. The cap does pull off this time, but even then, the step down is almost identical. Except here we have a little gold ring. See? No, it doesn't focus. Focus. There we go. A little gold ring followed by a burgundy cap. Rounded off barrel there. We open up the pen, and we see a section that is black with some gold fittings. It is slightly tapered, ever so slightly. It's hard to tell. This isn't really. This continues the taper. It doesn't flare out, so it's not going to hold your hand as firmly as some other pens. And you have a nib that says Iridium Point Germany on it. Yes, it does. It says Iridium Point Germany, if that ever focuses. Will you focus? Anyway, it's also got a little bit of scroll work on there, if you ever needed that. Now, the pen does post, but it's not very good at it. It is far too heavy to write like this posted. You can see it. The entire weight of the cap is above the balancing point of my finger, and the entire weight of the cap is probably about twice the weight of the pen. I haven't actually measured that, but it puts the entire pen on the back. So it's not the most pleasant to write with in that way. The feed here is just a standard feed. Again, it looks like it's a Chinese feed that has been fit in there, possibly tooled by Skilcraft. It's good. It can probably be taken out of there. You can probably just pull it. I have not done that yet. The pen unscrews here, and it came with one black cartridge that is currently installed inside the pen. Now, I'm going to do a writing sample, but I am not going to post it because that is silly. So this is a Skilcraft Executive Burgundy. The nib is a fine, and I would say that's a fine, and the black is a standard black that came with it. The paper is dollar store paper. A dollar store notebook, to be precise. Anyway, so now we're going to write the Quick Brown Fox. We're going to fail at writing the Quick Brown Fox. And this will never be right. Ever. I can't write a Z. Anyway, the pen does flow very well. It does flow when you touch the paper. It is not the most even flowing pen in the world, but it keeps up very well. Let's try some fast writing. It keeps up. But it is a bit scratchy. There's a bit of a scratch to the pen, especially on the diagonal strokes. You can probably hear it. It isn't the best writing experience. It is fairly smooth, and you kind of have to hold it the right way. You kind of eliminate scratches if you kind of angle it a bit more. It takes some getting used to. It's not a bad pen, especially considering the fact that the entire set is $5, and so this pen itself costs $2.50. It is really nice, and well, it is really nice, and I mean, for the price at least. It's it writes, you plug it in, it works. That's about all there is to it, really. I haven't had any problems with it yet. I've carried it around for a while. It can get a bit dinged up, but it is a metal finished pen that is very well finished. There's no problems that I can see or any defects. I plugged the cartridge in, wrote straight away. Well, it's a bit scratchy. You might need to work on the nib a little bit. Might need to open the tines up on some of them. I'm sure the quality control isn't exactly perfect. So anyway, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.